So today we're going to do the yellow tint for the fog lights on the MK7. Going to remove the fog lights right here, both of them, and see these screws, just remove them. And that's it. Boom, just tricky when I'm using one hand. Yeah, there it is. Fog light 1, fog light 2, right here. 2 fog lights. Because I just installed the intercooler and the headlights, I don't want to put the bumper back on. So for me, it's already out. Makes it easier for me to actually tint these fog lights, right? You can also tint it even without removing the bumper, but I think it's easier because you see how this right here, it has the slits. So why is it easier to do the fog lights when it's off? Because right here, you notice right here there's slits. If you don't remove the bumper, then you're gonna have to do separate pieces of tint right here, see? But if the bumper's off, then it's easier. You could just put the tint all over, just one shot like that. Then you could just tint the whole thing, right? You don't have to worry about these slits right here. That's why you remove the bumper, to do that. Makes it easier to do the tint. Before we get this thing tinted, we want to try to get rid of some of the dirt that's stuck on the lights. I don't know if you could see it, the reflection, but you could see some of that dirt just from the years of being out there, right? Both of them like that, you could see it. So you want to try to get rid of that dirt that's on the lens before you get anything tinted. So I'm gonna try to use this stuff, just part of it. Some of this sand that I'm gonna use just to try to scratch off the dirt. So just try to clean it up, start wiping away. Clean them out like that. We're going to be doing the fog lights. We're going to be tinting the fog lights, and I got this kit from eBay. As you can see, a yellow tint kit. Actually comes with a blade and a little squeegee too to help you out. So you got these 3 things for like $6, I believe, and then you can go ahead and tint your fog lights. Now I already removed my bumper, as you can see, and if you don't know how to do that, you could click this link and it's going to show you how I removed the bumper when I installed the when I did my intercooler right here, right? I installed my intercooler and the spider headlights, and I decided I didn't want to install the bumper just yet because I decided I'm going to also do the fog lights. That's why. So if you're interested, just click the link where it shows you the intercooler install, because that's when I removed the bumper. So when you tint, you want to cut the area that you're going to use for tinting, and it's good to have a cardboard so you don't cut anything underneath, you know. So you just have a row right here of tint, and I'm just going to cut what I need, trace it from here, you know, and just estimate how much I'm going to need. So I'm going to need about this much, so I'm just going to cut this part and then cut some more. So that's one side. Now I do the other side. Same thing, just cut. So now I got my 2 pieces of film, and I'm just gonna tailor each side to fit almost flush for the the fog lights right here. I'm just gonna make it fit even better. Right here, as you can see, I'm just putting just a temporary tape so I could guesstimate how much I need to cut. And it doesn't have to be perfect because the edges are not going to show on the bumper because the plastic bumper covers it. There's like a frame, so it doesn't have to be perfect square. You just want to make sure it covers the fog light lens that's going to show up once you install the bumper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The edges are not going to show up once you install the fog light, so just guesstimate it and then cut it enough on this side and then do it on the other fog light as well. Okay, so now that I cut these 2 pieces of yellow tint that I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead and start applying it on my fog light. Use water now to wet it and then try to install this tint, right? Using my squeegee right here. First you water, and then you do the tint right here. Try to use tape to do it. Okay, so open it up and then see if I could start installing. Boom. I think I put a little too much water, but it's gonna look like this. You just keep using your squeegee or getting rid of the bubbles and you're good to go. Yeah, so I finally put the tint on here, as you can see, but I ended up scratching it with the squeegee. I don't think I'd recommend using this. You should use like a rubber squeegee and then see if you can get rid of all the bubbles. I feel like the trick is don't take the white part out right away. Just do it slowly and then start trying to get rid of the bubbles first. You know, just do it slowly and then work your way up. That's what you do. That seems to get rid of most of them. That's how I do it for the second one, which is a little bit better than the first one. Now I'll just get rid of this excess later. Boom. There it is. I would say that it's not perfect and definitely not some of my best work, but I'm gonna try to use a blow dryer, get rid of the bubbles, and we'll see. Either way, I think that's gonna be good enough because once I have it installed on the bumpers, I don't think you'll be able to tell, but we'll see. I'm not happy with this one. I'm gonna take some of it out and use the squeegee. So let's go ahead and do that. Like that. So use the squeegee. So this is definitely helpful to get rid of the bubbles. We're gonna try to trim the edges now. You just use your blade to do it. Just be careful. It doesn't have to be perfect. So just get rid of all the excess on the edges. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect because, like I said, this is all going to be covered by the bumper frame, the black part. So just get rid of the edges and then you're good to go. What a mess, what a mess. That's really how it is. You trial and error, you do it twice, and then you got to use the right squeegee, and then there's still going to be some bubbles, especially if it's your first time, but it's not really that hard. If I could do it, then anyone can. I don't know if you could tell the bubbles, you know, on it. Boom. Right, there's some, but I got rid of most of them, you know, and once they're installed you won't really be able to tell. So I'm finally done with the fog lights, and like I said, do not use the plastic squeegee that they provide because it's going to scratch the tint. Instead, get one of these with the rubber because it's softer when you use it. And I feel like you need to, because if I just use my hands, there's going to be more bubbles. I had to do it a couple times, but eventually I used the squeegee and I got rid of most of the bubbles on it right here, as you can see. I don't know if it shows. I'm just gonna let it dry out. I thought I was gonna need to use a blow dryer, but I don't think I need to because I feel like once it dries, some of the bubbles will go away. Boom, there you go. Yellow tinted lights right there. Have them out here to dry out on the sun, even though there is no sun, as you can see. But just trying to see if it helps anyways, so that it dries faster before I have it installed. Boom. Right? And then tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and put them back in the bumper. Boom. Now that the Foglight tint is dry, we can go ahead and install it on the bumper, right? And it's very simple. All you got to do is just slide it in and then just put 2 screws on it. There's just 2 screws, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. You just want to slide this in. Boom. Right, it's gonna show up like that. All right, see how right there, right? So you gotta slide it in on the slots. Okay, so it slides in the slots, and now you can put the screws in. Okay. Then you just tighten it, and you should be good. Yep, I think it's 2 screws on each side. Bring it back out. You got to make sure these things are inside. All right, so boom. See, slides right in. Once you get once you get these screws in, that's how it's gonna look for the lights on both sides. See? Right? You go up close. See? As you can tell, it's not really, you know, my tint is not perfect, right? But because no one's really gonna notice the little bubbles, I think that's good enough for the setup. I think like that it looks already nice with the yellow tint. So again, my advice is that remove the bumper. And if you don't know how to remove your bumper, just click this link and it's gonna take you to the episode where I installed the intercooler right there. You know, where I installed the intercooler, that's when I removed the bumper. And then you can watch and see how I did it. Because once you have the bumper off, then it's easier to install the fog lights. You know what I mean? And if you can't, obviously you could just tint each of these squares right here. Right? You could just tint each one of those squares. But I think it's better to actually tint the whole fog light. So that's why it's better to actually remove your bumper and take each fog light out. So that way you can tint the whole thing and then you can reinstall it. So that's my take on it. Like I said, it's only $6 to get that tint kit. And just trial and error, you know. If you had bubbles the first time, just remove it like I did and then redo it again. Just make sure you have the good squeegee. Don't use the plastic one that they give you. And then just let it dry in the sun, if there's sun, right? And then once it's dry, you could reinstall it and then just put your bumper back on. That's gonna do it. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Till next time, drive safe and keep on rolling.